Nothing Jesus did or could have done would have changed the minds, the hearts of these religious men. It says these chief priests, the elders, the scribes, walked by Jesus as he was hanging there on the cross and said, look, he saved others, but he can't even save himself. We know, those who put our hope and faith in Jesus and believe in the empty tomb, the resurrection, all the above, know that Jesus could have come down. The scripture says that he could have called on a legion of angels at any point, and thankfully, Jesus's way of thinking isn't the way that I think. I know that if I'm being taunted like that, I'm probably not going to respond in love the way that Jesus did. I'm just being honest. I'm 100% a work in progress. I'm much better at that type of confrontation and conversation than I once was, even on something like social media. You know, I do a much better job of being slow to speak, slow to get angry, and just being a better representation of how Jesus responded in those moments. Now, it's tough in the heat of the moment, right, to just have that slip of the tongue and say something. But again, as much as possible with you, Paul says, live at peace with everyone. So I try to work on taking every thought captive and implementing that every single day. The more you do that, the better you will get at it. It will be second nature, right? You will produce the fruit of what his word is sowing into you. That's just been my experience. Again, far from perfect, and still very much a work in progress. I didn't mean to get sidetracked there, but my point is Jesus remained on the cross, and I am thankful for that. If he did not remain on the cross, these religious men were not going to change their mind. If Jesus would have came off the cross when they were taunting him, they would have just discredited it, saying, oh, this is just another one of the acts inspired and made possible because of the enemy, that this is the devil's work, because they had said that before. They had attributed Jesus' work to the devil, of healing people, doing good. They made any excuse they could to try to discredit Jesus and deny him any chance or any way that they could, because they were being exposed. And so I, for one, am eternally grateful for him remaining on the cross, making this moment right here possible, and learning to become more like him in those moments where the opposition will deny, will discredit, will mock, will ridicule you. But all we're called to do is be the example of Jesus. That is far more simple than it is easy, right? It is that simple, but it's not that easy.